So I was one of the founding board members of HECHO, and the reason I joined it is because there was a real gap in Latino policymakers involved in environmental issues. When you saw a table of policymakers around environmental issues and public lands issues, there was a gap. There were not enough Latinos that were at the table. In fact, there weren't hardly any Latinos. I remember several times when I would have policy discussions around public lands, I would be the only Latina or Latino in the room. And so we felt that it was very necessary to have our voices heard, to make sure that Latino perspectives and perspectives of those, especially in the West where we have an enormous amount of public land, that those perspectives were heard and were valued. With every organization that is starting up and is an idea that then turns into a full-grown organization, there's those growing pains, right? I mean, there's the funding that you need to piece together. There's the team, the staff that you need to assemble. And then there's those board members that are going to be with you to make sure that the organization grows and that it's not only feasible but sustainable. So I remember in those early years, funding was slim. I remember that we started with literally no executive director. It was just us board members with a consultant executive director. And then as we began to mature, then we had an executive director, and then we had a number of consultants that worked in different states. And then from there, of course, the merger with the National Wildlife Federation, and of course, additional staff and additional, benchmarks that we met as a growing organization. When I was one of the founding members of HECHO, I certainly believed that it would grow and that it would have a major impact in policy making. I mean, just, the name HECHO, Hispanics Enjoying Camping, Hunting, and the Outdoors. I mean, it builds on this ethic that we have, again, of, caring for the land, being stewards of the land, enjoying the activities that a lot of our ancestors enjoyed, which is hunting, and we camp on the land and we recreate on the land. And so I knew that once a group was formed, that their Latinos would be so proud to be part of HECHO and that it would have a national impact. And then of course, as I saw the advocacy efforts continue and grow with HECHO, there's something really amazing about having committed Latinos to a particular issue and to carry that through with their advocacy work. I mean, that's one thing I've learned about my culture and about and as who I am as a Latina, is that when we believe in something, we're going to see it through. So I had no doubt that HECHO would grow by leaps and bounds, and it certainly has in the past 10 years. My message for HECHO in its next 10 years is first of all, happy anniversary, happy 10th anniversary. It's 10 years goes by in a flash, and congratulations to the entire team for making HECHO so successful. I'm proud to have been part of that inaugural board and to help HECHO where it is today. So proud to be one of HECHO's founding board members. And my message would be, adelante. I mean, just keep growing, keep doing what you're doing, and never forget, where we came from, how HECHO was born, and that was querencia and herencia. Querencia, a love for the land, and herencia, honoring our heritage. And that's what HECHO is about. It's honoring our roots. And our roots are that Latinos have been on this land and have been stewards of our land for generations and generations. And we haven't lost sight of that. We are conservation-minded. We believe in protecting the environment, and we believe in leaving a legacy of the land for our children and our children's children. And as long as HECHO holds true to those values, I can see that its future is going to be very, very bright.